Hey you guys, Melissa Kessler here. I'm coming to you today to show you my overnight oats recipe. This is my third go on this video. I keep having difficulties, things popping up on my phone that mess up everything. So hopefully we'll get through this video today pretty quickly. Anyway, I am doing this video because I've had people asking me what is something good to eat for breakfast that's quick, because they've got to be out the door fast in the morning, whether it's taking kids to school, getting to work, all of that stuff, but yet that's still healthy and doesn't have sugar in it. I am running a 5-day sugar detox right now, so that is kind of the reason that this is coming up. But of course, I recommend overnight oats to everybody. Like every time I see a post anywhere and people are asking for fast breakfast, it's overnight oats. Like it is super quick, and you're getting some really good nutrients and good stuff into your body. So anyway, I'm going to show you guys how I make it and how quick it can be and how easy it is, so that you guys can start making these and actually be able to eat breakfast in the morning instead of waiting until 2 o'clock in the afternoon that you finally get a break to get something to eat. So here we go. We're going to do this quickly. I'll give you a look here really quickly. So these are already half eaten. I made them last night. And of course, the kids are already at school. My husband already left for work. I just haven't had my part yet, but so some of it's been eaten already by them. But anyway, so just so you get an idea, I just wanted you to see what they look like when they are done. Maybe I'll do another video at some point of actually making them. I tried that, like I said, technical difficulties, things that have been happening. So I'll do that at another point. At least you get to see the final product right now. Okay. So anyway, last night I used a bigger bowl. This is a bowl that measures 4 cups. Actually, I think it is on this side. Yeah. So it's 4 cups, this bowl. And I like to use the bigger one sometimes if we're all having like the same kind of overnight oats. It's great to just put it all in one bowl. Super simple. Throw it in the fridge, and in the morning, everybody just takes their scoops into their own bowls, and that's it. If you don't have that much time and you just want to be able to grab it and go, I like to use mason jars. Let's see. I'll grab one out so you guys can get an idea. Or not, because I'll be climbing the counters. But anyway, I like to use mason jars, and I like to use the ones that have the wide mouth, so you're not like trying to stick a spoon into that like little hole at the top. So it's nice to have the wide mouth jars. You can get like the smaller ones, the bigger ones, whatever you want. Like if you want to make like a huge bowl, I mean, I know my husband could eat like an entire jar of them. So sometimes I'll make him his own, one of the big jars. You can do whatever you want. It's super, super easy, okay? So anyway, today we're using the 4 cup because we all are eating out of the same bowl. So it just made it easy to just do the one and have it all set. We just took our scoops. Everybody took their scoops this morning. That's all. So anyway, let's get started. I use the oats, and I actually fill the bowl halfway. So I actually did 2 cups of oats. I love Trader Joe's oats. They're rolled oats. They're gluten-free. They're really good, and they're $3.99 for the bag, so not a bad deal. And I mean, usually we can probably go through a bag of these oats in maybe a week, maybe 2, if we're not having them every day. So it's a really good deal though, because a lot of the other brands, you want to spend like $8, $9, $10 on like those little tiny like bags of oats that you go through in like 2 days. So it's nice to have these. They're good. And like I said, for $3.99, you can't beat it. Also, the fact that they are, say, gluten-free, I go for that. I have celiac, so any of my autoimmune people, or if you have celiac, or if you have gluten sensitivities, or if you just know what gluten does to you and how it makes you feel, I always recommend trying to avoid gluten as much as possible. So anyway, oats are not naturally, they don't have gluten in them, but it really depends on how they're grown. They could wind up with gluten in them, which is why I make sure to buy bags that specifically say gluten-free. So that's something to just pay attention to when you are shopping for your oats. But I highly recommend these Trader Joe's ones if you want to stop by there and grab a bag. Okay, so I did that to about 2 cups. And then I took last night, like right now, we've just been keeping it simple. The kids are back to school. Didn't have time to make my own cashew milk, which I love to do. Comes out delicious, and it's really easy to make yourself in the blender. and I will share that at another point in another video. But for today, we're just using Silk Cashew Milk, or last night what we used. And the main reason I choose this brand is because it does not have carrageenan in it. So if you know anything about that, you want to try to avoid it. So that's why I really like the Silk Cashew Milk. I try to avoid the Blue Diamond and all the other ones that are out there. So anyway, what I did with this, I just poured it in so that it covered up above the oats. Of course, you're seeing the final product already, but like I said, I had the oats up to 2 cups, so I just kind of filled the milk so that as it went, it was like a little above the oats, okay? And then after that, last night's version of overnight oats, we used some frozen fruit. So I love this one, Cascadian Farm Organic Antioxidant Berry Blend. Super, super delicious. It has blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries. And they just taste so good. Like, they are really, really, like, deliciously sweet tasting fruit. And it's so easy because, I mean, just throw them in your freezer, and when you need them, just take them out. So it's perfect. So I just poured a whole bunch in there. I'll tell you guys, I'm not one that's big on measuring. I don't sit here weighing my food. I don't do it. I do it on intuition, like what feels right, how much feels good, like do I want a whole ton of fruit in my oats today or not? So I totally recommend doing that and really listening to your body and like thinking about what you really need. If you don't feel like you need that much fruit, just pour a little bit in, right? So then all I did was just pour some of that into the bowl. And then after that, we added some chia seeds because we need all the superfoods we can get, guys, okay? You're starting your day off with this. You want to be able to get everything you possibly can so that you leave your house with energy and like you're ready to go for the day and just feeling good, you know? So last night I just added some chia seeds. Usually I load it up and I do chia seeds, hemp seeds, maca powder, even doing like hemp protein or, you know, any kind of protein. I really love the, you know, all of the plant-based proteins. Every now and then we'll throw in some collagen powder. There are just so many options. You can literally put anything you want in here. Last week when I made them, I did it with golden raisins. You can do whatever you want, whatever taste, whatever flavor you want in it, you can do it. And actually, I left out one thing. I'm going to show you. My other thing was, the other thing I added into these oats was raw almond butter. Super delicious. So gave it some more protein. And it's delicious. This is a Trader Joe's brand, and it's raw almond butter, creamy. Super, super good. I love to get organic. I really do. This one is not organic. I don't know. I love Trader Joe's because they're supposed to be that all of their stuff is like non-GMO and like no preservatives and all that kind of stuff. So I try to trust them as much as I can. So if I really need to get something that's not organic, but yet I want it to be the best quality, I will try to go there. There are many other places though also that have really good, really good products like that. And depending on where you are, I'm not going to list stores because you may not be where we are, so you may not have the same kind of stores. But Trader Joe's I know are pretty much everywhere. So I love this raw almond butter. You can do peanut butter. And I mean, Trader Joe's also carries an organic almond butter. It's just not raw. So there's that too, but you can put in whatever you guys want, okay? So I just threw in two, just used my teaspoon and I just did like 2 scoops of it and threw it in here, and that's it. I just stirred everything up, put it right in the fridge, covered it up first, put on the lid, put it in the fridge, and this morning it was ready. Breakfast was ready. So super, super easy. Like I mentioned before, I think I mentioned, this is my 3rd time on this video, so I think it was in this one. I was saying that it's great to have everything prepped. And all the dry stuff can be in the bowl already, and the night you have to make it, all you need to do is add in your milk, and like if you have any frozen fruits or like fresh fruits or something like that. But you can even prep those things. I mean, you can prep the milk in a jar. You can put all of your frozen fruit, or if it's like in a bag like this, it's super easy. You just take it out and pour it in. But if you really want to measure it out or whatever, if you have different fruits that you want to mix together, you put them into a container together or a bag or something. So they're all ready. So the night you need to make it, it's literally throw it all in the bowl and that's it. Put it in the fridge and you're all set. So makes your mornings super, super easy, and you know that you have some awesome food to put into your body to, like I said, to make you feel good, and so that you can have really good days. And make sure you are eating, because breakfast is super important. So we don't want to skip it. All right. So I hope this video helps, and I want to hear what kind of overnight oats you're gonna make. Tell me what you would add to it. Give me some ideas. Tell me what you would do, and you can ask any questions. And I would love to share other things that I add into my oats, because this is just one day, and I pretty much make them different every time. So I hope this helps, and I hope you all have a great day. See you later.